Hi, I'm Groovy Kim. Hey, when's the last time you burned yourself? Wow, I did last night and it's not pretty. Check it out. You see that on my hand? Yeah. Well, is that something that Reiki can heal? Maybe crystals, can they help? Let's talk about it. Burns are painful, very painful. And I was reminded of that yesterday evening. And it hasn't been a full 24 hours yet. But I was in the kitchen and I was doing a project. And I accidentally put my hand on a hot burner right on my stove. And it immediately blistered up good. And you can see there, this blister extends all the way down, and it's really angry and inflamed, and you can see the swelling here at the base of my finger. And so, okay, you might ask, well, Groovy Kim, what did you do about it? I mean, what do you do when you burn yourself or injure yourself? Well, I went straight to my training. And I thought about it for a minute after I got over the shock and, the extreme pain. The first things first, my medical training came into action first because that's what I was trained to do. Put it under cold water immediately. Some people say ice. I personally can't stand it that cold. It almost hurts it more, but really cool water. And so I held it under the faucet for quite some time until it kind of numbed it. And then I went to work with my Reiki. And I soon remembered my training. And I realized that if I focused my love and my attention on the burn and really just got quiet within myself and let myself settle down a little bit, even though it's hurting, terribly, I allow myself to calm down. You see that it's actually charred, the skin there. That's how bad that is. And I just told myself, I'm so sorry that I did that to you. And when I speak like, right, Ducky? That sounds weird, I know. Even Ducky thinks it's kind of strange. Refer to yourself that this body that you are inhabiting, right? You are a sentient being. You're a star being. We all come from the stars, right? We're all made of the same thing that the stars are made of. And we are just here. We are energy occupying a human body. And I was careless. And I allowed my body to get burned. And so I actually apologized to all the sentient beings that live here. You have trillions and trillions of different beings that live on your skin and under the skin and within and without, outside and inside of your body. And so I actually apologized and I said, I'm so sorry that I did that to you, and I will try to help you get better right away. And then I thanked them. I said, thank you for taking that pain from me. Even though it was very painful and it really wasn't the truth at the moment, I said it anyway. And I kept saying it. Thank you so much for taking this awful pain away from me. Thank you so much for just letting it dissolve away. I appreciate that. Thank you for healing it so quickly. Really appreciate that. I am so blessed that you guys are working on that right now for me as we speak. I can feel you healing it. Thank you so much. And I just kept saying that. And then I thought, aha, what about crystals? I remembered that blue tourmaline has a cooling effect, just like water. And it actually gives off the vibration of love. It's got greens in it and blues in it. And those are the same vibrations, remember, of the heart and the throat chakra in this area. So I'm speaking my truth, that it's healing and that the pain is going away. Throat chakra. I am feeling and giving it love from the heart chakra. And I'm putting the cool stone in my hand and holding it against the burn. And I'm speaking and I'm feeling the love and projecting my love onto it. And lo and behold, the intense pain and burning sensation lifted. And I continued that for several hours. I also remembered that rose quartz. I have a little bit of rose quartz here. Now this one is a really light colored rose quartz. Let me see if I can give you something to compare it to. This is a clear crystal quartz. You see the difference? This is a rose quartz. And I realized that rose quartz, I also have this aura rose quartz. It's been treated so that it's really beautiful, and it captures even more of the rose quartz vibration. Because of the pink hue, it's a great stone for healing burns and scars. And although it's super gentle, it's because it deals with matters of the heart. And as we know, love heals everything. It's the language of the universe. Do you realize I'm holding these right now with my blistered hand? That's because I actually don't have any more pain. It's not even a full 24 hours since I did that. I'm looking at that. My skin is actually charred. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice or not, but that's one heck of a blister there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's even gone over to this finger too, a little bit in here. So the whole area is burned. Now, when it first happened, I was literally holding my breath, jumping up and down. Just, it hurt so bad. But then I realized, okay, panic does not help anything. So I went right into my slow, deep breathing. And when you do that, that triggers your autonomic nervous system that it's time to settle down, right? Slow, deep breathing. That in itself sets the stage for you to start taking control over your body's systems so that you can get the pain under control and let the healing process begin. Now, the other thing I realized, I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but I have a running theme throughout my videos, and it's all about a sea turtle. And the reason is, years ago when I was first diagnosed with some terrible things like autoimmune disease, things they told me I was never going to be cured of, I dived right in and I started learning all of these things called Reiki, and how you could use energy to heal your body. And I started studying crystals and all of these other things. And one of the things I studied was how to use a mind movie. And that's where you literally imagine or picture with your mind's eye your body healing. Like I could really see the cells starting to come together and communicate and work together like little workmen in a village, coming together once it's burned down and helping each other to rebuild them. Rebuild my cells as if they're little buildings in the village, right? And I picture this. It's called a mind movie. And I'd often use a sea turtle in my mind movie. She came to me in a dream one time, a beautiful sea turtle. And I've been collecting them ever since. I have lots of sea turtles. I make them in my jewelry. I'm also, besides being a Reiki master, I'm a polymer clay artist. And I like to draw and paint and sculpt and all kinds of stuff. But this is a sea turtle. I have them everywhere. I use them as a tool in my mind's eye to heal my body. This is made of moss stone. And it's a sea turtle. And it's pure moss agate stone and it's cool to the touch. And because it's green, it's also concerning the heart chakra, and it feels good on the blister. It's nice and cooling and has a calming effect. Moss agate is known as the gemstone of Gaia, of Mother Earth, right? Moss on the trees and green, and you just think of earth when you think of moss, and forests, right? And trees and all that kind of good stuff. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It's actually good for swelling. The emissions, the vibrational energy that comes off of it, you can actually go like this and use your mind's eye and imagine that this sea turtle, I call her Honu. Honu is the Hawaiian word for a green sea turtle. I tell Honu, thank you, Honu, for healing this, and thank you for taking the pain away. I really appreciate that. And I love you so much, and I love you so much. And I kiss my owie, just like mommies know to do to babies. You can kiss your own owie, and you know what that is? It's just literally giving those cells, those sentient beings, love. It might sound funny, but it works. I'm not even a full 24 hours, like I say, guys. This awful burn, other than being stiff and sore if I mess with it, it really doesn't hurt anymore. I can't believe it. When Michael comes home from work, I already know what's going to happen. He was so worried about me last night when I first burned it that he wanted to do all this first aid and put all this gel and all this stuff on it and wrap it and all this and that. And I thought, no, let me do an experiment. After all, what have I been training myself to do this whole time, ever since I healed myself from autoimmune disease and terrible osteoarthritis and all this other stuff? I was able to do that, right? What's a little old burn? I mean, I'm supposed to be at the cancer infusion treatment centers right now. No, I'm so much better. What's a little burn? I can do that too, and so can you. That's the whole point of these videos, brothers and sisters. So can you, right? Okay, so, you know, it's not even a full 24 hours, and I already I'm feeling fine. It's not great, but it's not bothering me as long as I don't bump it. It's not burning anymore. I am so thrilled that I have discovered that this is a thing and that you can do this. Yeah. I mean, normally I would have went straight to the emergency room. And now I'm like, what for? It's doing a great job. It's healing. It doesn't hurt anymore. Now, obviously, if it would have went down into the muscle and down into the bone, go to the emergency room, okay? I don't want you to be that ignorant. You know, you need to take care of yourself. Please seek medical advice if you need to, okay? I'm just saying, it's amazing. It's just amazing what we can do. Some people call it a miracle. I guess it is. Except, you know what? Magic and miracles, to me, it's nothing more than misunderstood science. That's so groovy.